should we believe that? Should we believe that the two separate games for each generation is just proof that there's at least concurrent like timelines and or dimensions where these said settings exist. So like a Sinnoh where like for Diamond it's a Sinnoh where big Pokemon. Example, a crit damage hat that rolls all into defense. And you just cry, you just sit there and cry and go, well, this is the only crit damage mask.
F.
I would actually prefer higher special defense, only because more often than not you'll run into water.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my thought. I mean, obviously there's other weaknesses like
That might be copium, but hey, I'll have to just live it.
yeah, exactly right.
Hold on, while you do that, I'm gonna go pee real quick. This water, it's catching up to me. I have returned.
Why would you do that?
Idels, it's spelled Aidells.
I have a pen and paper on hand. Got it.
Yeah. And they do like different flavor. He does like different flavored sausages and stuff. Pivoting now to health.
Yeah.
We're like a whole. We got so many topics.
We're just going through this journey, man. That's all it is. That's been the name of the game for me too. Like I was talking about it at work yesterday, cause so I recently I take I meal prep. I take my own food to work and stuff. What I recently started doing is that I bought like a bed of not a bed of lettuce, but I bought like a thing of like mixed greens. And what I've been doing is that, cause I make rice with like everything. So like when I meal prep, rice and any sort of meat are like my staple foods. Like non-negotiables, I will have rice and a meat. Like no.
Okay.
Like that's not even a conversation having. Like we're having meat and that's the conversation. And rice.
Meet your pun intended. You have to meet your protein. Do you have a protein goal?
So I tried to consume at least like 30, like I tried to be within 30 to 40 grams of protein per day. So full disclosure. So what I do for my meal prep is that I gauge out, like I have my measurements for like my food, like my lunch. So what I'll do is that I'll do the mixed greens. So basically I try to recreate a Korean rice bowl.
Like between all your meals.
Oh, my total intake is easily like 80, I would say.
Got you. Because mine is so I try to do some research on it.
I had times where I had to eat rice cakes because I was so stubborn. I didn't want to remake it. Like I made rice cake and that's it. Like I know I wanted like free flowing rice, but I got this rice cake that I'm not just gonna waste. You know what I mean? Like I went through a whole arc with rice.
Nah, I got you.
I went through a whole arc. Like I'm very passionate about rice, if nothing else.
Okay.
So, yeah, once Let's Go came out, they really are kind of a pair. If one is there, the other one kind of needs to be there.
Like it would be different if they were like version exclusives, but this is just one game,
Yeah, I can't lie. I'm kind of happy this wasn't split into two games because, geez, I would have been so annoyed.
That would have been a headache.
You're goddamn right.
The Diamond and Pearl clan got too serious. That's literally the only thing I can come up with that like that's plausible. You know, like the Diamond and Pearl clans, they even what happened throughout this the plot, like even after the plot resolved, like they were still just two separate clans, not one clan.
But see, that makes me wonder. So imagine, and this is like far, this may be a far-fetched. For example, or any game for that matter.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
So should we believe that? Should we believe that the two separate games for each generation is just proof that, you know, there's at least two concurrent like timelines and or dimensions where these said settings exist. So like, you know, a sinnoh where, you know, like for Diamond, it's a sinnoh where you find others in the wild and vice versa.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I'm like, it's like I said, it feels like a far-fetched shot, but to me, I was just like, you know, because in mainline game, there's always a version exclusive, right? Almost always version exclusive between the two.
Yeah, that's
When you
valid.
think about it. So it just made me think. I mean, like I said, it could be a far-fetched theory, but we spitball here, right?
You know?
Yeah. It's just a very
By the very plot or lore, whatever you want to, I guess, call it. According to the story, like that is 100% a valid theory that could very much be true. Because again, the most common, I don't want to say cop out, but the most common theme in media nowadays specifically is this theory of multiverse, different parallel universes. Like they're really capitalizing on that thought, and because of that, everything is possible. So yes. Yes.
Yeah, that is very true. Like the multiverse has
because the very mechanics behind a multiversal theory, just to even establish one, means that you had to have a very well thought out story in your own universe in itself.
I did watch Wonder Woman as well. I can't say it. I was like, how do I omit Wonder Woman? Like, I did watch Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman, what was it, 1985?
Yeah.
You know, the second one.
Yeah.
So I watched those three movies all together. It seems kind of good, but right now, I don't really get this vibe that they're trying to build, like, a whole universe from that.
That's been the whole issue.
Yeah, so that's why, like, to me, I mean, it doesn't matter per se whether or not they're actually, you know, that it matters whether or not, oh my gosh, why can't I think of this actor's name anymore? What's the actor who's playing as Batman now?
Wow, I was gonna say Edward Cullen. I'm sick. Robert Pattinson. Yeah. Listen, chat. Listen. It's fine. That's his name forever. Edward Cullen.
Yeah, that's what he's forever known for, right?
You just got retconned.
Reputation. Yeah. So he's you know.
Okay.
Because like right now it doesn't really seem like they're trying to build like a universe for DC, like at least in the cinematic sense. Like how
No, you're right. You're right in that impression, because I've also had that same impression, so it makes me feel better for thinking that.
Yeah. And then the other part of it is like, you know, it is very hard because can tell when another story, when a movie or show, etc., tries to do the same thing, and we go, well, okay, this is the standard. You have to do it this well, and if you don't do it well, we think it sucks, or we think it wasn't good. So that's what I'm trying to get to, and it's the same thing when it comes to the MCU versus not only has the MCU done it, but they're doing it still so well that like, you know, it's really hard to see any other series of movies / shows even remotely compared to the MCU.
That is exactly right.
So, you know, it is.
No one can no one can argue with that fact. Like no, like it's a very hard statement to make because it's kind of sad.
It is. It's sad in the sense that, like, you know, like
It gets true.
yeah.
Like it's like the reception is different. Like the MCU EU into just like, okay, so it, in their defense, what they do better is the animated universe. In their defense.
And I would agree with you.
Yo, Yu Hakusho is and will forever be that shit. I stand by that.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't see how it could work. Like if someone can explain to me how it could work or show me, you know, like maybe I'm wrong, but like for now, the way I see it, I don't see a way that it could work.
I can't give a full opinion, or I don't want to give a full opinion because I haven't watched all of them. Like once I watch Justice League, then I can give an official opinion. I've seen it in writing in general, and I've actually seen it through Jasmine when she was trying to develop her story. Painstaking part is how do you execute it, and how do you make sure that, you know, the journey,
In this case.
the journey in this case for sure is like more important because that's where all the meat and potatoes is. Like,
We love that.
how do you make sure the journey makes sense? For 90% sure it's gonna end with Luffy being the Pirate King.
Man.
How he got there.
Man,
So-
One Piece is that One Piece is a separate conversation. I'm just excited for it. Like everything about that show just excites me. Honest to God, everything about that just excites the shit out of me.
For sure. And we could get back to it. But like, you know, talking about DC, it's how do you take what's happened at this point and try to remedy the big, like, we'll call them plot holes or issues that you have with the story at this point, without using, like you said, the cop out of the multiverse and just saying, oh yeah, we'll just clean slate, you know, this is a different universe kind of thing.
Yeah.
They're like, you know, for me, I see it in anime all the time, specifically when big corporations like Netflix, we love you, Netflix. I'm not saying I don't enjoy your platform, but be very critical and pessimistic about it.
That's big sad because I'm one of the few that actually enjoy Cowboy Bebop, and I did not watch the original, so maybe that's. I 100% agree with that's the idea why, but Cowboy Bebop was the one that, like, you know, was like, it's okay, like and I'm willing to sit through like it being picked apart and torn down. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not against it. It's just like for me, who's had zero exposure to the source material and I was being fed that, I was not complaining. Like it was entertaining to me.
Well, put this into perspective. And see, I can't really give you a full opinion on this. I'm just basing off of what I've heard.
Okay.
The big two that I know of, or I'll throw three. Two of them are anime. One of them is a cartoon.
Okay.
Okay. Death Note.
Yeah.
A live action.